For centuries, many Nigerians have believed that mental illness is often caused by black magic or spirit possession. This belief has led many to seek help from spiritual leaders, while others remain silent about their condition out of fear of stigmatization.
So if I'm going through something, I would first talk to a friend, probably a spiritual leader, and in extreme cases, I'll be advised to visit a medical practitioner.
First of all, there's a lot of things that used to cause that mental problem. But first of all, if you are not feeling fine mentally, first thing you need to do is to go to the hospital to consult your doctor to check how you are doing, do general body checkup.
What just said happened to me a few months ago. So what I did, I have to just call my family member, explain to them, and they advised me on what to do. That everything just lasts for a little while. Then finally, I still went to the church, got some counseling from my pastor.
The stigma surrounding mental illness is widespread across the country, and very little mental health care is available. This has left many individuals without proper support or treatment. We are here at the Federal Neuropsychiatry Hospital, Yaba, Lagos, one of the few dedicated facilities providing specialized mental health care in Nigeria. Despite its efforts, this hospital faces challenges that are again compounded by the deep-rooted stigmas surrounding mental health.
This hospital is about 535-bed facility to man or to take care of over 20 million people in Lagos State. Talk less of the neighboring states. And then also the neighboring country. Benin Republic access mental health in Nigeria, yes. So they bring their people here. So you can imagine how 535 beds will be able to meet up with this. Recently, now the federal government has approved, and they are currently building a telepsychiatry center, telemedicine center, so that not everybody will come to the hospital. We can see you online, and we can ask the doctors or your nurses to do whatever we ask them to do for you, and you'll be okay. You understand? Number two, our outpatient clinic, the outpatient clinic is being rebuilt now to expand, to accommodate many more people. That is in the area of infrastructural development. Walls are also being built by the federal government through the Ministry of Education and Ministry of Health to make sure that we have more than enough people, okay? To have more than enough beds to accommodate these people. In addition, the Federal Ministry of Health, with the advent of this new government, they have also approved College of Nursing Sciences for this hospital. They gave us 100-bed hostel, which was already in the making, and then a building for the school. So all this thing is to increase the manpower to be able to accommodate or make room for those who want to come to this hospital. Stigma is a major issue in mental health. Stigma towards our patients, towards the family of our patients, and towards those of us who care for them. So it's a major, major challenge. So this government, through the two ministers of health, they are working so hard that the funding into the health system now, into the Ministry of Health, has improved. And it's now reflecting on the various institutions. So that's why you see getting approval for this School of Nursing, getting approval for this infrastructure. You can see the telepsychiatry. In another 4-5 months now, you see a telepsychiatry where those who are stable enough not to come to the hospital doesn't need to come to the hospital. Once they have a smartphone, we can attend to them online. We just send their medication to them. It's only when the situation is so severe that they will come to the hospital. So those are the structures you see developing in different parts of the hospital. This government, to be sincere, the funding we are now getting, when you compare with the past, there is a significant improvement in the funding of the various institutions, more so mental health institutions in Nigeria.
According to World Health Organization, Mental health disorders are on the rise globally, with Nigeria being no exception. However, with only a few mental health facilities and a scarcity of trained professionals, many Nigerians are left to navigate these challenges without adequate support.
I started battling with mental illness in the year 2019 at age 14, and I'm currently being treated for bipolar disorder, borderline personality disorder, and anxiety disorder. At the age of 14, I was in Bowen University preparing to write my second semester exam, and my roommate called my dad because I was having weeping spells. That is, I was like crying profusely and I could not stop. So she called my dad. My dad came and, they took me home. Right, and when I got home, they took me to a private facility, actually like a general hospital, but like a private facility. So they took me there and they had to call a psychiatrist to come over to see me. And that was like my first experience. I was using Babcock University Teaching Hospital, but because of the distance from Booth to my house, I had to, try out Aro Neuropsychiatric Hospital at Abeokuta. So I saw the living environment for the patient. It wasn't like a private hospital like Babcock University Teaching Hospital. The only difference is that, public facility is much more cheaper compared to like, private facility. But in terms of, the services rendered, because for patients, we have to be really comfortable. Apart from the service you are going to offer to us, we also have to be really comfortable. It wasn't like a conducive environment. And I also decided not to make use of Aro Psychiatric Hospital because of the stigma attached to it. I mean, that time I did not know better, but now if it's actually like, if Aro is a better place right now, I would do mind actually using it. But that time I did not know much about mental health, right? So I was thinking about the stigma. What would people say if they hear that, oh, Shindara is making use of, I say I'm going to the hospital and they're asking me, which hospital are you going to? And I'm saying Aro Neuropsychiatric Hospital. In a country like Nigeria, where most people do not have the financial resources, public facility is what they can afford. Not everybody can afford Babcock. Not everybody can afford, private facilities. So I feel the government should pay more attention to the living condition.
As mental health awareness grows, there is a growing call for the Nigerian government and healthcare providers to improve access to mental health services, increase funding for psychiatric facilities, and public education campaigns to reduce stigma.
Eloho Otugo, Arise News.